Alright, if you guys know me, you know that I never do this kind of stuff. I don't make videos outside of Saints topic videos, but once I looked through my trusty binder that I have the entire month of June and July planned out, each video planned out, everything is planned for those 2 months, I realized I didn't make anything for the Thursday before the end of May. The new schedule has not gone into effect yet, but I might be streaming tonight. I'm not sure. Depending on how this video does, I may stream. When I look at my new schedule, I have Monday a video, Tuesday stream, Wednesday mix, Thursday stream, Friday video, Saturday nothing. I'm off on Saturdays, and then every other Sunday a video will come out also. So you guys will be getting 2 to 3 videos a week and 2 streams a week. But this video isn't about any of my scheduling, all of the planning that me and my girlfriend did the other day. None of that. This is about this guy right here, Rise Up Rundown, who made a video titled "Why I Hate the New Orleans Saints." It has 1,400 views, which I mean isn't bad. I'm hoping for this video to get 1,000 views. Also, he has 800 subscribers. It's not a bad channel. It is literally what my channel is, but for the Falcons. So I respect what he's doing. I respect his grind. But was there a reason to make a video based entirely on why you hate the New Orleans Saints? I've been running this channel for a year, and I have not made a video talking about why I hate the Falcons yet, but I'm going to now that you went ahead and did this shenanigan. I didn't even know this guy existed until you guys brought him to my attention, but you guys said I should react to this video. I skimmed through it and made sure it was, family friendly for my channel, because my channel is as family friendly as it gets besides the mixes. I'm not going to talk about that though. So yeah, we're going to watch it now. So get your med kits ready, because this is about to be actual AIDS. Okay. Oh god, there's not going to be any episodes next week, thank god. Okay, that was AIDS. That's the worst intro I've ever seen.
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. So you guys requested, and here it is.
He's using Old Town Road as a background track instrumental. That's how you know this guy is an absolute clown.
Those Saints fans really want to comment on my videos to try and troll the Falcons. And instead of trying to think of things to say in the comment section, I thought maybe making one video is going to be just enough to trigger that fan base.
Fair, that's fair enough.
And to trigger them even more, I'm not even going to read your comments. Unless you're a Falcons.
Alright, so this dude is going to go ahead and put out a video calling out our entire fan base, our entire team as a whole, but will not take his arguments to the comment section. That is the biggest L I have ever heard. If you're going to make a video like this, I could have the entire Falcons fan base, as many comments as the YouTube website can hold, in my comment section, and I will respond to each and every one of them if they're coming at the Saints. This guy is not a real fan. If you're not going to sit there and defend your reasoning, then you shouldn't be having reasoning whatsoever, because you obviously don't know what you're talking about. If you're scared to defend what you're saying, why are you saying it? If you don't have the confidence to go and defend your claims, just shut up.
I will not even read your comments. So Falcons fans, I hope you enjoy. And Saints fans, I hope you're triggered. Here are the 5 reasons
fair, I guess,
on why I hate the New Orleans Saints. Here it is.
Ooh, some clip art. That's awesome.
Number 5, overrated. The New Orleans Saints are overrated.
I don't understand how one of the most historically bad franchises, you guys remember what it was like when we first came around, is overrated. To be honest, I think we're downplayed by a lot of NFL analysts. People are scared to take us up as contenders because of our past, so I don't really think the Saints are overrated at all. It's kind of feels like us versus the NFL at this point. You guys know how we get treated. We're not overrated. If anybody's overrated, it's the Falcons, because they're hot garbage, but people think they have a chance to do anything.
People often say Sean Payton and Drew Brees have a dynasty when you went 7-9 4 times.
Nobody said we have a dynasty. Do you not understand what a dynasty is? A dynasty in the NFL is a team that repeatedly wins championships. We never claimed to have a dynasty at all. I don't think anybody has said that. That was stupid.
You went 7-9 3 times in a row and still.
Huh. 7-9.
You even have some players that are hyped up, but they're not as good as they seem.
See, but when you bring up those stats, you have to also take into account that Alvin Kamara is part of an offense that has a Hall of Fame quarterback at the helm and was also splitting carries with Mark Ingram. The games that Alvin Kamara wasn't performing, it was a ground and pound game. We were giving it to Mark Ingram and having him do the work. So saying that it's just stupid. We had two premier backs. That's just faulty. If you're going to base a player's entire career, even though he's better than any running back the Falcons have ever had, going ahead and saying that is just, it's stupid. You cannot base a player's entire career off of 2 games. Saying that Alvin Kamara is overrated because he didn't perform in 2 games in 2017, his rookie season, his first 2 playoff games ever, is pretty retarded. So.
And how about Marshawn Lattimore?
Okay, this one's fair, more fair than the other one, saying that Alvin Kamara didn't perform very well against Julio Jones, which I think he did perform pretty fair against Julio Jones, not allowing a single touchdown to him. And Julio Jones is one of those guys that you will allow touchdowns to. So for Alvin Kamara to shut him down for 4 games with no touchdowns, man, you can give up as many yards as you want. As long as Julio's not in the end zone, I don't care. And comparing a rookie corner in 2017, a second-year player in 2018, to a Hall of Fame caliber, one of the best wide receivers in the entire National Football League, that's stupid. So, again, you're dumb. Overrated? That nobody's overrating a Marshawn Lattimore. If anything, he doesn't get talked about as much as he needs to be talked about. If you're a corner and your name is getting thrown around, you're either really good or horrible. He doesn't get talked about. That just means he's doing his job. So for him to go ahead and not allow a single touchdown in 4 games to a player that is going to have a golden jacket when he retires is good. So again, you're comparing a rookie second-year player to a Hall of Fame caliber wide receiver. This man is really digging in the bucket of nonsense. Let's go.
And how can you go up and say you're the scariest team in the playoffs when literally none of your games were blowouts?
Playoff games usually do not end in blowouts. The teams that are in the playoffs are in the playoffs for a reason. You tard. So saying that they're not blowouts is dumb. Obviously they're not. That's how playoffs work. You guys would know about blowouts, though, in the playoffs. I'll show you once I remember this claim from last night. We're about to go deep into that here in a second.
2015, when his team was considered the scariest in the playoffs. And you keep it close to the Vikings and could have won. And then I guess we're supposed to be scared of players like Marcus Williams after this one, right? It gets better. The so-called first seed New Orleans Saints kept it close to a 6th seed 9-7 Nick Foles-led Philadelphia.
The so-called first seed New Orleans Saints kept it close with the 6th seed Eagles. This is what happened when the 6th seed and 1st seed played in 2010. The Packers won 48-21. The Packers were the 6th seed, regardless of their record. They were the 6th seed. They went ahead and beat the piss out of the Falcons 48-21 in the Georgia Dome. So don't talk about 6th seed versus 1st seeds because you guys know how that ends and it's not in your favor. Okay, number 4. Your team was and will always be irrelevant. Let me go ahead and tell you right out the gate that I'm skipping this entire point because he went ahead and called us overrated in point 5 and then called us irrelevant in point 4. Those two things are contradictory. You cannot call a team overrated and irrelevant. That's not how that works. I'm skipping this reasoning. That's dumb.
Number 3, you act like you're just so much better than every other team. How many heartbreakers did you experience? One of them to the Jags. Like, come on, guys. And, who owns this Falcons-Saints rivalry? Who, exactly? And didn't we beat you one time 62-7?
Okay, so this is what I don't understand about this guy, right? He's bringing up history. That seems to be one of his biggest plot points. History. When you go back last year and see that the Saints, without any trouble whatsoever, sweep the Falcons, I can say that because that's what we did last year. This dude is bringing up a 62-7 victory from 1973. Me, him, Drew Brees did not breathe our first breath of air in 1973. So going ahead and bringing up a win like that just proves how stupid this guy really is.
And don't the Panthers lead the way in your rivalry against them as well?
We were very bad when we first became a team. We all know this. We get it. We're better now than you, the Falcons, have ever been, will ever be. Same with the Panthers. We're better than you guys right now. That's all we care about. We're not bringing up wins from 1973 because we're not childish. We are better than you right now. Just face the facts, dude.
Number 2.
Number 2, Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. I
Okay.
hate that man. You know he would be exposed if Drew Brees wasn't helping him out.
That's-
And earlier I mentioned he had his team go 7-9 4 times. So there's one thing. But
Sean Payton did not let his team go 7-9 4 times. Sean Payton coached one of the greatest offenses in NFL history, and our defensive coordinator let us go 7-9 4 times, 3 of which were in a row. Sean Payton's offense, Sean Payton's team was putting up 40 points per game, but losing in close efforts because of how terrible our defense actually was. So going ahead and saying he can't coach is pretty stupid. He's an offensive mastermind. Just the defensive part is a little bit sus. You guys know all about that, which is why you guys went 7-9 last year. Great offense, terrible defense.
I'll give him this. He does a good job of predicting the future.
That's the first fair point I've seen in this entire video. Sean Payton doesn't know how to hold his tongue. That's fair. He has a competitive spirit. That's also fair. So going ahead and saying this, I'll let him slide with it. Sean
He
Payton
gave us a choke
did
sign
do the
against
choke
us on that
sign and the
2017
skull
Thursday
thing.
night matchup, and
He needs to learn how to
at
hold
least
his tongue,
he did
but-
predict he was going to choke.
That's a fair
He
reasoning.
chanted skull at the Vikings stadium during that playoff game, and, well, at least he did predict the Vikings crowd to chant skull over and over.
Steps into it. Pass is caught.
One is not enough.
Patriots win the Super Bowl. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Brady has his 5th.
And this is kind of opinionated, but doesn't his face make you mad in general?
Your entire video has been opinionated. None of this is facts. I get it's why you hate the New Orleans Saints, but it's just dumb. It just doesn't make any sense, dude. You hate the New Orleans Saints because Sean Payton is ugly? I guess.
And number 1,
Number 1, the fan base. This is coming from a guy that's part of the fan base that constantly brings up a hurricane that killed hundreds of people and ruined millions of homes, right? Okay. Because you guys use that joke way more than you should. The Hurricane Katrina thing, you guys do that all the time, so
fan base.
fair, I guess.
Yes, you have one of the better fan bases in the league, but at the same time, you're like mini-me's of Sean Payton. You talk trash all right, you put up billboards in Atlanta trolling the Falcons, and then you put this up. It's Blue Dat for a reason, folks. Let's see how...
Blue what?
He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
I think you might have forgotten how good we are when we're healthy. So
Oh, that is such a classic Atlanta Falcons fan thing to say. Oh, that's cringeworthy, man. When you're healthy, what are you gonna do when you're healthy? Go 10-6 and lose in the playoffs? Oh my God, we're not healthy. The football is a next man up sport. Okay, if you do not have a player good enough to come and at least not match but give decent production compared to the player that's injured, that's on you. That is your fault because your team doesn't have the depth it needs to become a Super Bowl team. A Super Bowl team is a team that has depth, that has players to back up the ones that get hurt. If your team doesn't have that, you're not Super Bowl caliber. So you're just backing up, you're just proving my point that the Falcons are not a Super Bowl caliber team. They don't have enough depth. One injury and your guys' entire season's over? Because that's what you guys were talking about with Deion Jones all last year.
And heck, everyone in our division is getting better. Falcons are coming.
Okay, everyone in our division is getting better. Okay. How? The Falcons didn't do anything this entire offseason, spent at least 15 picks on offensive linemen in the draft, and they're having Deion Jones come back. The Bucs hired Bruce Arians, who was just going to coach them to a magnificent 7-9 or 8-8 record, better than their 5-11 previous. And the Panthers are the Panthers; they don't scare me.
And when every team is healthy and improved, You guys did not end up being the only NFC South team to make the playoffs.
We were the highest seed, though. And we made it the farthest. So, I mean, fair point, I guess.
It's a new year. Your QB is aging. You release Mark Ingram. Your best players like...
Oh, God, we released Mark Ingram. Oh, why we released Mark Ingram? Oh, no. Good thing we signed Latavius Murray, who can put up the same numbers as Mark Ingram, who is capable of doing that behind a stout offensive line. Oh, or else I'd be really scared that we released Mark Ingram.
Not only are we going to sweep you guys, but we'll be taking what's ours as well.
Not only are they going to sweep us, they're going to win the division.
Let's show you how
Okay,
let's show you how a real playoff team plays.
let's show you how a real playoff team plays. I really need to know how real playoff teams play.
Here's Bennett. Flag is
Okay, so they pass interference at the 1 yard line. I'm assuming since they're a real playoff team, they're going to like pick it off or force a fumble here. I don't know. Let's see.
tossed to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his fifth. What a comeback.
What? Okay, so to be a real playoff team, we need to go to the Super Bowl and blow a 25-point lead. We need to go up 28-3 in the third and blow all 25 points. Got it.